we just gotta lock that down.
Frank is my Yoda, and I mean that with all sincerity over the years. We've had some great conversations.
Well, you know, and Mark is my Jedi or whatever. But he's always the confrontational one. But okay, the next thing's going to be great. Okay, but just make sure that this thing is as good as.
But everything evolves. Just like today, Cammie added a new part to the first section that I never heard of before. That was good. That Emil or whatever it's called group. That's phenomenal.
Everybody goes through this, so that's the point. It's like, okay, let's just.
And Steve, I want to give you a hands on. So, last night was the first time we brought on a new guy in the downline of mine. He's down a couple levels. His name's Sherlock Haynes, not Sherlock Holmes. but he is a 4.0 graduate student of Harvard. And,
oh wow!
But he's my age. He's actually older than I am. He's 69. But he, but he's pretty cool. And so anyway, he wants to just absorb it all right now. So I was in the back office the other day, going through all the portals, the training portals. I've never done that before. I told him it's actually how to teach and learn at the same time was really good. So now you got to spend about an hour a day back here going through all this shit.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet. So this morning I was in a class that Cammie teaches, and I'm going through the back office like crazy for 3 hours, listening to her talk.
Yeah, there's more to add.
You've done a good job back there.
Thank you.
I wanted to tip my hat to you.
Thank you. I was going through it a little bit more today and seeing some of the holes and some of the things that we need to. There's a lot of incomplete pieces, the comp plan we could put back there.
But, it's a great starting point. If everybody kind of learns that, like the back of their hand or the front of their hand, and count the wrinkles there, they're going to be great.
Yeah, but Steve, I'm so delighted that you're kind of like seeing that, and that's really important because those are the little pieces that trip you up later on.
You have Alan.
Bigger it gets, the more those are important. So,
yeah, definitely.
Glad you're there.
Yeah, Frank is he holds the rope, the kite string. He grounds me. He calls me every day and says, "Just relax, take it easy."
Not every day. Whenever you take my call.
Hey, Alan.
Okay. That's what friends are for, man.
I'm not sure who Jay is. Jay, can you identify yourself?
Yeah, hi, it's John Smith calling.
Oh, hi, John.
Oh, I'm so pleased. A lot has happened since you've been with us, John. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. I'm sitting here in the dark here, so I won't put my video on. I can't move. My dogs are lying all over me. So,
so you have some other dogs. I know your one dog left you, but I'm glad you have some other dogs around.
Yeah, I have two others, and one of the dogs he went blind.
Yeah.
Next visit.
Take the captain's chair. I want to sit on this throne.
Sean Schaefer is in the house today. That's good.
Sean, absolutely. And
yes, sir.
yeah, here's our recruiting machine. Here comes Patrick right behind you.
Amy's getting on here in just a second.
Excellent. Yeah, hey John, since you've been around, we have some very exciting things to share. I'm going to go into one of them a little bit tonight, and another one actually accentuates our health perks. It's Health Share, and it is incredible what we just landed for the company. That won't be on the website for a few weeks, but I think we're good with solutions now. I think we're just focused on what we have and get this to 100,000 people. It's really, so many people are joining every day. It's really fun.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. You guys,
Because we're doing Dennis, more.
you deserve it.
Yeah, thank you, John.
I have some good news. To share.
Oh, good.
Today I got my list of Arizona agents for life insurance. Now the charge rate first Arizona is about 1,500. I'll be calling those, trying to get them signed up, and then targeting every single state that we have the final states program.
Wow. And we just had a meeting with Bruce the other day. He's got this too. A lot has happened for him to get through some hurdles. He's gotten through them, and he said he'll have in the first quarter of next first quarter of next year, he'll have 1,000 insurance agents coming on, especially with help from people like you, Sean. So it's very good.
I'm excited.
Very fun.
Hey, Mark, just to give
Yes,
you a
sir.
heads up, when I'm talking about the Keats program, I want to share my screen because I have the emails that he sends out that have the assignments, and I want to talk about those and how the simplicity of the assignments. So,
I'm very exciting. I'm making you co-host right now.
thank you.
While we're waiting, I want to figure out who is Jess B. Who are you? I don't know you. Where'd you come from? Who invited you? We'd love to hear from you. Same thing with Gina.
It's kind of fun, Bo.
My name is Jessica, and I came by invitation of Barb Petrilla.
Oh, great.
Excellent. Welcome.
We're better and best people.
Nice to meet
Hello,
you.
everyone. I know you just asked about Gina. Gina's in the car, I think. I invited Gina. Hello there, if you can hear us.
Okay.
When she's ready. The format tonight, we do have a lot to cover, and so I'm going to we're going to have the guests share after the call, and just so we can get to know them a little bit. So Jeff.
Dennis, where are you
I'm from York, Pennsylvania. I know Barb Petrilla.
Okay, great.
Alan would talk.
Got a pretty good turnout tonight. This is good.
It's not even 4. Well, it's just turned 4. So I guess there was almost 20 people before 4 o'clock.
Daryl, here comes Daryl.
Another new member. She says, "Well, you're on the Gilmore." And she goes, "You don't lose your voice." Well, I'm losing my voice. I'll make it one.
No, Cammie is a total pro. I mean, she's amazing. So.
There's Carol Sue. Hey, Carol, I know there's a tree in Belize that grows 10 times faster than like fir trees and other trees they use for lumber. Have you heard of it? You're muted, Carol Sue. Wish I could read lips. It is 4 after 3. Hey, Carol, you're muted. You're okay.
Okay, because that was good information. So that is the Empress tree, and it's not here yet. I mean, there might be some in pockets, but I want to do this as a cottage industry here because I just watched the lady who got it all over, and she's in 5 major countries, and I want to do it as a cottage industry here. It's the Empress tree. It's a hardwood, and it grows 80 feet in 10 years.
Yeah, and it is so hard. It's like
it's a hard.
So dense. Okay,
yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that. I want to get started. I want to talk. Maybe we'll talk about that after the movie, the presentation, because we're gonna have guests share, and everybody likes to learn something new. So we'll talk a little bit about that tree. It's just fascinating.
It is fascinating, and I'm going to be involved with it.
Yeah, that'd be a great investment, believe me. Okay, we're going to get started. I've made Bo and Alan, you're going to share, so you're co-host, and Steve's going to share. Steve, I made you co-host, didn't I? Better double check.
No, not yet, Mark.
Okay, I'm doing it right now.
It's just Alan and myself so far.
Yeah, and I just made. Yeah, okay, good. It's gonna be really fun. So I'm going to start the call. We're going to record the call. It's going to go about 30 minutes, and then again, I'm going to end the recording. We'll hang on a little bit, meet the guests, and talk a little bit about this tree and Belize. I'm starting the recording now. I look forward to these meetings. They're fun. Always learn something new. Here we go.
Recording in progress.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Mark Samus, the founder and CEO of Solveris. Simple. We picked that name because Solveris means solutions in Latin. And that's what we're about. We have about a dozen exciting solutions that people are using this type of service in their daily life. And all of our solutions are either unique, we have exclusive rights, or it's a best deal. You can't get them anywhere else with the partnerships that we've made with these different vendors. And we keep this meeting for about 30 minutes. Stick around afterwards if you'd like to just visit a little bit, learn some things. But we're going to start with our VP of Business Development. And he has done so much. His background is training. He was a vet, and he's become a good friend of all the officers. There's 10 of us. We're all owners of the company. The company is debt-free and capitalized, and we're just having a great time getting ready to launch the couple of new solutions we're working on in January. So with that, this gentleman is about training, coaching, and helping you build your business, especially through our AI prospecting. Steve, please share a little more about yourself and give us a little presentation, please.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. So one of my main focuses right now is building out the tools and resources for all the members. So when they onboard, they have a step-by-step process, and then when they want to grow their business, they can go back into our training portal and get all the resources and tools and training videos that they need. It's an organic process, so as people come up with questions and we see consistent issues, we can put a training process in there. So today, I'm not sure how much time I have, Mark, because I know Alan's got some stuff to share, but I think I'll start with the AI prospecting. And just a side note, Mark and I actually met with a gentleman this morning, and he works with a national bank, and so he's growing it, and he brings on mortgage lenders and so forth constantly. And he's actually, Mark, I don't think you were at that part of the conversation, but he's looking at joining Solveris just for that purpose only. So he has access for all of his mortgage lenders to use the AI software. My point in saying that, it's that good of a deal. You can't go out and purchase this software and get access to the free leads for a better deal than what you have with Solveris. So if for no other reason, make sure you get in there and utilize that. It's something that Mark pays for every month if you don't access it. With that said, I'm going to share my screen and we'll go into that right now. I know it's a little redundant for some of you who've been through this, but I'm also finding that a lot of people need different layers in this, and they'll pick up something each time. So setting up the Now site, all you need to do is you're going to go into your Solveris homepage. You're going to scroll down to the AI prospecting here. You're going to click on that button. And if you scroll down a little more, it'll say join now, and there's a button that says access prospecting dashboard. Just click on that. It goes through a Solveris account, so they know which account to put the 100 prospects in. You'll fill out their registration information. You'll get access to your own account. So it's not a Solveris account. It's your own individual account that you can use for your Solveris business or any other business that you want to use it for. You can just access those leads.
Steve,
Steve,
I have to interrupt you. I'll tell you why. I know there's a lot of guests on this call, and like me, you speak fast, and I love it. But their portal in their back office, and so they'll walk them through exactly what you're going to do.
Yes, and I will actually show you before I get
ahead,
off today where those videos are so you can access those. All right, so you'll fill out a couple little windows of information and then you'll have access to your account. It will take about 48 hours at the most to get those 100 prospects into your account. All right, so let's go into Now Site and I'll show you how that works. A couple, and these are going to be primarily setup features. I have some more advanced training in the portal that you can access. Some of them are done by Now Site themselves. So when you go here, you're on your dashboard, you could hit edit criteria right away. And I guess, let me back up just a little bit. Right now, you're mainly going to use this software to access new leads, okay? It's not necessarily designed for a long-term follow-up to take a bunch of campaigns and run them through there. You can do that, but you're going to pay a lot more, and the CRM that we're offering is much more effective at that. So this is just now making those initial contact with leads, start a conversation, and then move forward with the conversation. So before you edit, excuse me, your criteria, you're going to want to set up a list. And the reason why is when you go into the editing, there's a drop-down window. I'm in the editing screen now. There's a drop-down window here. Excuse me, tickle in my throat. And you may not have the niche that you're actually prospecting for. You can see I have plumbers and fitness and dog trainers. Those are samples that I've used in the past. But your niche might not be there, and there's no way to add one from this screen. So what you need to do is go to your All Contacts tab up here at the top. You'll click on that, and it's going to pull up that window eventually. And you're going to click on Save as New List. It's not very intuitive because you're like, well, I didn't create a list yet. Don't worry about that. Just click on Save as New List. Go in here, and let's just say farmers. Okay, that's going to be my new list. I click Save. Now, when I go back into the edit criteria, that will be in the drop-down list. And so we'll have to stall as we're loading it up here. Any questions so far on that while this is
and
loading?
while you're stalling, let me share this with you. When you edit the criteria, let's say we have a great program for insurance agents. You can look up insurance agent. We have one for realtors and mortgage brokers. You can set up different searches and people in the health industry and the new things that are coming on. This is a phenomenal tool and easy to recruit in the different solution categories that we have. Steve.
Yes. So then in the contacts, if you click My Prospects, it's the exact same window as when you hit that Edit Prospects in the dashboard. So in here, I can put the city, state that I want to search in, and I'll just say Vancouver, Washington. That's close to where I'm at. United States. And let's just say insurance agents. Okay, let's see what they have. Policies, law, insurance. I'll go with insurance. I can search all genders if I want. And then right down here is where I can select the list. If you notice, I put farmers in here, but I'm not doing farmers, so I don't have insurance. That's all right. I'll just go in here to realtors. And then now that I have that selected, I'm just going to click Get Prospect. And it's going to search through the millions and millions of people that are in the prospect and the database from Now Site. And it's going to pull one prospect at a time into your database. So this isn't something that you're just going to upload 1,000 contacts and start going through. What's unique about this is as soon as I pulled this up into my database, that means that nobody else gets to access this client. So you're not going to be competing for prospects with all of the Silveris members that are out there. It's in your database. It's your contact. So this is very valuable. People pay $20, $30, $40 a lead for these contacts, and you're getting them free for your first month with the Silveris membership. So take the time to follow up with these. So if I want, I can view the contact, and you can see all of the different interests that they have. This is actually a very short list of interests for their contact. Usually it's quite full. All the different skills, and you can use that as part of your search criteria. So even though I'm searching for an insurance agent, they get bombarded with people all the time trying to solicit business or try to have some joint venture partnership. If I can see what their interests are and contact them based on that interest, I'm going to be much, much more successful starting a conversation with them. Okay. So now that I have the contact, I can take it, I can launch sales flow. So this is kind of the automated reach out process. It brings their email in. I'll click next. And let's say I'm going to do an email. I'll click email. And they have saved messages. Now Site has that they've used and they've tested. And so you can pick one of their messages. I can scroll through the different ones that they have. Or I can set up my own messages, put them into the database here, and I can select my messages and send that out to them. Okay, from this, all I have to do is click send, and it automatically sends them an email because I've already set up my email address with NowSite. The email's gone. I can say next week I want to follow up with them, book them Dano, and then it's going to go right to the next contact. So I just keep repeating that process. Now we can also do that for social media. For the sake of time today, I did that last meeting. I'll skip that, but I do want to show you in the training portal how to access that information. Is there any questions over that? I know I did talk really fast, but I want to make sure I answer any questions that people might have.
Well, before somebody else, I'll mention this. You said free for the first month. What we set up here is incredible because if you just refer one person to Silveris, that means they buy the business access package to our solutions. And there's no barrier for entry. It's far less than $200. You continue to get those every month, 100 free leads. If you sponsor 3 people, you get unlimited leads. And I've known Justin, the owner of NowSite, for several years, and he has 50,000 subscribers. And he's partnered with our company. He loves our company. He and I are good friends. And if you were to go to his website, it costs about $50 to get 100 leads per month. And you're getting them for free here. So it's a very valuable service. Go ahead, Steve.
Great, thanks. All right, so let's talk about how to get into your training portal. And Bo can speak a little bit to it because he's kind of gone through it, I guess, today for quite a bit. There's a lot of information there, and you just need to spend some time walking through it to really get the big picture. But here's how you access it. Once you get into your virtual office, Mike has put a link here called Training Portal. There's also one on the left side here called Training Portal. That's going to take you directly to this site, okay? This is called the Wealth Builder Program, and you can see how we've got it laid out. There's a welcome menu, and then there's a Silveris 3-step quick start process. So that's for people that are like, wow, what do I need to do right now to try to start recruiting people or earning money? There's the process right there. Essentially, you're going to send them to the Silveris website. You want to invite them to a Zoom event, and you'll want to schedule a 3-way call. When you do send them to a Silveris website, make sure that you've sent them the link that has your store on it. Okay, you want to make sure that has that, so they're tagged. If they purchase or join up right then, you get credit for them as an affiliate or sponsor. Setting up your system. There's some people that already have systems, but there's a lot of people that don't. And we put these in here to try to make it your business more efficient later. So as you start to grow, you're going to need some of these systems in place just for the sake of time. Otherwise, you'll spend a lot of time doing things that you could otherwise automate. 5-step wealth system. So we cover lead generation, lead nurture, lead conversions, fulfillment, which is really actually fulfilling the needs of the people that you bring into Silveris, and then growing a team if you choose to grow a team. The comp plan, this is one of the areas that we really don't have all the information in there yet. It's kind of complicated, so we're going to have to do some videos on that. Here, sharing the solution. So the goal of this section is for every solution that you want to be involved in, maybe you pick one that you want to share, then you should be able to go into this one, get the different creatives that they have, get an explanation of the solution. And then if you have a member or somebody that's interested in it, it could be an easy entryway to get them onboarded. A lot of these sections have forms to fill out. For instance, if you have an insurance agent for the senior solution and you want to onboard an agent that you're recruiting, you can just click this section here. It's going to pull up a form that you'll fill out for the insurance agent. The system will automatically send an email, and it'll give them a 2-step process to do. One is to fill out some disclosures that we have, and another one is to schedule a call with Bruce so Bruce can finish onboarding them. So real quickly, since I said I would, I'm going to go back over here and show you where I have some videos for setting up your Now site. So here, setting up your some get up and getting your search criteria and list. There's another section that I don't think I've shown other people, but lead generation, because that's really what Now site is. It's a lead generation software. You can go in here and there's another button for using your AI solution, not just setting it up. So it's specifically about targeting your prospects, how to use sales flow, editing and saving the sales flow messages, which I talked about that you can do, and then optimizing and refining results. And there's just more stuff in there, enhancing contact information. Don't worry so much about creating a digital business card. That's more for when people want to use websites and use the software for that. There are options also that if you really run into a snag, you can log into a live Zoom with the Now site reps. That link is actually on the Facebook page. So if you're a member, join the Facebook page and you can grab that there. But the support is great. And if you want immediate results, it's the middle of the night and maybe it's a little slow getting into the Zoom, Now site has all types of videos that you could just search and access their knowledge base to get all the information that you need. Anybody have questions now? I know that was super fast, but like Mark said, everything I covered today is in the training portal. If for some of you that are already members, please access the training portal, go through it, and give me some feedback on
personal consultation as well. And it's kind of neat. All the officers were CEOs in our own industry, and it's like in joining Silveris, you get 10 consultants, and you couldn't possibly afford to help build your business. I'm not sure I gave her a heads up, but before I do my presentation, of which Alan's going to be part of it, I would like, Cammie was kind of surprised yesterday when we were analyzing, all the officers were analyzing this new solution that we're bringing on board. And Patrick, who is a monthly $1 million income earner in the networking industry, and Cammie didn't know he was going to be doing this presentation. It was really fun, and she selected Silveris over this group. So Cammie, just share for a minute or two, if you would, please.
Well, I'm not sure how much we're supposed to divulge, but I can just say that this new solution, and we've said this for the last 3 new solutions because they're all so good, but it really is a game changer. And when I saw this person actually I almost passed out. I was like, my head was spinning. I'm like, what is this person doing here? This was my mentor in network marketing. This was the person who taught me all I know about building a network in network marketing. So he won't be a part of this company because he's so entrenched in the other company, but the solution that he's bringing is amazing. And as Mark was just saying, you have all of us officers here to do any consulting with you. So let me just say that the book, Real Estate is Hot, Fundraising is Not. We are going to start a book review as of January. Once a week, we'll be getting together on Zoom and going over the book section by section because it's a playbook, it's a workbook, it's the handbook that teaches us how to leverage real estate for real change. And you don't even have to buy the book to be a part of the book study. I'll put my link, therock.com/Cammie Baker. You can go there and get a free PDF of the book just to follow along with us with what we're doing, going through that book. We want to help fund nonprofits by an extra $1 billion a year. And, you know, not only is that going to save lives and feed little bellies and save people, but it feels really good for each and every one of us to know that we've done our part to be a part of the solution. So back to you, Mark.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And before I show you this quick little video, I'm going to make sure you can hear it by hitting share sound. There we go. Okay. So just when we think we've had the next slice of bread solution, we get another one. this one we've been working on for the last
Recording stopped.
Interesting. Okay, can everybody hear me? Put your hand up, Bo, if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Good. We're good to go. I don't know what happened there, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, here we go. So Keith.
It said that the recording stopped. Did you realize that?
Yeah, no, I do know that. Thank you. It's okay. I'm just going to set that aside for now. Anyway, so.
Recording in progress.
Came back by itself. Go figure. All right. So anyway, here we go. One solution after another it just continues to make this. I mean, I'd be shocked if we didn't have 100,000 people by next July. This person was brought to us by Cami, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about his program, and you're going to hear from him directly in his commitment to Solveras. It's like three converging dynamics: Solveras, next gen, real estate investing, and beyond living. Let's hear it from him.
Hi there, I'm Keith Eichele, CEO and founder of NextGen REI and executive director of BeyondLiving.org. There has never been a better time than now to start your business with Solveras. Every person should have their own business, not only for the multiple streams of income, but for the tax benefits that owning your own business provides that most people in America miss out on. But it gets even better than that. How do you like the idea of building your own personal portfolio of real estate for generational wealth without having to use your own capital or credit and while helping others at the same time? Because that's exactly what we've done with Beyond Living as part of our social impact real estate investing platform. This is one of the biggest things that has hit the real estate investing industry in the past 20 years, and you get to be part of it right now.
That video will be on the website tomorrow, and he's doing another one specifically for our company. He talked about Beyond Living. Let me share you a little bit of what he's done here. Very unique system he's done. If you know an investor that has a rental property, all you have to do is say, hey, would you be interested in us taking your income from $2,000 a month to $6,000 a month? That's all you need to do. And then we turn it over to Keith, and he does the heavy lifting. He has made so much money in his marketing, real estate marketing, that he's not doing this to earn money. I can assure you. I'll share that in just a minute. But what he does is he puts people together in a place where they can have a safe place to live. He gets government grants so that we can pay nonprofits and we can pay the homeowner even more to set up these programs for people. It's just incredible. Here's one thing that touches my heart every time I read it. Oh, I'm going to get this out of the way. Okay. The primary focus is on homeless veterans too, and underprivileged young adults. You know, a lot of people, young kids that age out of foster care, 20% of those live on the street. 70% of those are incarcerated. And this is a program where he is giving back to make a difference. Okay, I need to move this over here. I'm going to have Alan talking a little bit because he's actually using this program. But the 30-day challenge, this, in addition to Beyond Living, he has the next gen real estate investing. And he got this idea when he was doing several different seminars for different people that charge literally almost $30,000 for the program that he has put together. On his website, you can buy it for $1,497. Through Solveras only, starting tomorrow, you can get this program for $195. And Keith is not making any money on it. He'll get $50 of that. Solveras, our company, only takes $30. The rest goes out in commissions. If you sell one of these programs, you'll earn $50. So we pay out more than 80% on everything we do. He's going to have additional videos and showing everybody how to do this. It's incredible. Now, here's what you get for that. You get the tools, you get the documents, the funnels, marketing funnels, training, weekly live coaching with Keith, and access to capital. Like you said, you don't have to use your credit or money. He's got $100 million he's using in this program to help people build their portfolio of real estate. You'll develop experience and confidence in the real estate industry and property acquisition. Let me go down. I want to show you a couple of these. I've watched all these testimonials. They're tremendous. What I want to show you here is that here he is at one of his conventions, but he shares or seminars. He shares the stage with people like sharks from the Shark Tank, and the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. The guy is so well connected, and he's had all of these programs and all these national TV programs. And so the guy walks the walk, and he talks the talk. And I'm going to stop sharing the screen. And there's a person among us, or a member, that's been using this program, and I'm going to turn it over to him. Alan Piles, would you please just a little bit about you and share your screen and show people what they get, what actually happens when you're working with Keith?
Sure. Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. My name is Alan Biles. If you don't already know me, I am the Vice President of the Real Agents of Change, and full disclosure, I'm Cammie's fiance. So we came into this sort of together, and back in September, Keith Eichley reached out to Cammie. They have had a relationship for about 15 years, and he had been developing a nonprofit of his own that involved real estate, and in a totally different way than we've been doing it, and reach out to Cammie to leverage the work that we've already done and Cammie's done in developing training for realtors and how to bring the realtors and the real estate and the nonprofits together. And through that conversation has opened up the doors for so much more. And specifically how this started with how I actually got involved with this, because this happened sort of parallel with Solveris at first. So we've already been working with Solveris, and when Keith got involved with us, Cammie and I were both thinking, man, I wonder how this would work out on Solveris. It was sort of it sort of just evolved right into it. And I'm a person who learns by doing, and to really fully understand Keith's program, it was very sophisticated, and it took a lot of study to really get my hands around about how he does what he does. For me to really learn it and to be able to speak to it, I asked him if I could do it. And he's just, sure, let's set me up with the program to jump right in. And I started, got involved with it then. And I'm just going to share my screen now, actually, and show you how he has a system that's really simple. So let me get to, these are the tools that you'll get. So this is, I'll start with the beginning here. So you have an affiliate dashboard that gives you all the links that you're going to be using in anything that goes on. So, and I'm not going to take too much time in explaining what these all are. It's very in-depth, and he has a ton of videos. There's 3 weekly coaching calls a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So there's plenty of opportunity to engage with him and the team. And there's a lot of opportunity to ask questions, get them answered. These are the links that you'll use as part of your tools. This is the training link that gets you all your videos. So you start here with getting started, and it gives you a step-by-step process. Welcome, key tools, 3 selling paths, finding properties. So this is actually when you start actually doing the work, finding properties, entering properties, pre-screening properties, scheduling a Zoom, and then the partner model. And this is basically a summary of the steps in the process. So what we're basically going to be tasked to do is to go out and find properties that are good investment opportunities. And without having to spend our money or use our credit, he's going to take and invest in that property. And then if it's a property that is actually a worthwhile investment, they'll take over that property as an investment. And the profits will be split with us 50-50 between him and us. So these can be extremely lucrative. Now, when I say the profits, what typically is going on here is they're going to either be short-term rentals, long-term rentals, beyond living model, which is another. It's a residual income. It's a generational residual income monthly, and they can range anywhere from, on average, about $250 to $350 per month every time you have an investment property that is part of the program. So when they invest, you're going to automatically get between $250 and $350 every month. So this is like pretty powerful, and it's just so easy. You're just basically being the finder. There's 3 keys to this. There's a finder, which is what we're going to start out as you develop into this. Then as you develop, you can actually become what's the third? The second one. There's a finder, a funder, and then the person who actually does the
Facilitator.
Facilitator. Thank you, Cammie. So there's a finder, facilitator, and a funder. We're the finders, and they have facilitators. So if it's a finder and a facilitator involved in it, we get 50-50. Now, if they have to fund the project with Keith's money, then that gets split into 33%. So you're either getting a third of the profit of the home. So let's say like they're, the mortgage might be $1,400 a month, but if we're bringing in $3,000 a month, well, that's a $1,600 profit. And if you're getting a third of that, you can do the math. Half would be 800, a third would be about, a little over 500. So, but that's residual income. That means that every month you get a deal, you add a monthly amount of income to your revenue through this program. It's powerful, and anybody can do this. You don't need to be a real estate professional. You don't have to be in the real estate industry. You don't have to be certified. You simply have to be able to reach out to people, ask a few simple qualifying questions, and then bring them into a three-way Zoom with Keith or a facilitator. And then pretty much after that, they take the ball, and you don't really have to do anything with that anymore. So it's incredibly powerful and incredibly, to me, a low bar. I'm going to go through some of these assignments real quick, because what happens is once you start, he sends you an email with an assignment. And here's the first assignment. Let me open this up. Give me a second here. My main computer kind of had an issue today, and I'm working on my old second computer. So I'm just going to read this right out here. Let me close this a little. There we go. All right. The first assignment is going to get you going searching out for investment opportunities with one of the easiest tools out there, and that tool is actually Zillow. Now, there are many other ways to find properties, which we'll get into later, but the whole system starts with having potential properties and sellers for us to interact with. This assignment shouldn't take more than 45 to 50 minutes, including watching the video, but you can spend more time if you desire and get more comfortable with it. Even if you're an elite member program and plan to build up a team to help you find properties, it'll be important for you to know the process. So assignment 1, be sure to check your email, make sure you've located and you're able to access the 30X portal accelerator and the QuickShare app, which I just showed you. Log into the 30X portal on your home screen and then set that up. It'll give you all the secret course. Open the course and watch the video, Finding 5 Properties in 15 Minutes. It's a really short, easy video. Practice finding 5 properties on Zillow in any market you choose. Now watching the videos takes the most time out of that. You can find 5 properties on Zillow literally in like 10, 15 minutes, and he shows you how. And then like every assignment after that is just a bite-sized little step to learning how to do this process. It's very simple. It's dummy-proof. And I can't stress enough how I think this is going to be an extremely powerful tool for us to be able to share with anyone coming into Solveris, because of the fact that anybody can do this. With Bruce, with the insurance solution, you have to be a licensed insurance agent. With the real estate solution, you're going to be a realtor. There's no requirement for anything here. Anybody can come in and do this, and it's just a matter of being willing to make the calls and then set the appointments, and that's it. And I'm really excited about it. Oh yeah, let me show you one other thing real quick while I'm thinking about it. So here's let's see. Here's all the properties that I've actually set up for these potential opportunities. I'm looking in Clearwater, Florida, Knoxville, Tennessee. You can do this anywhere in the country. I'm in Florida right now, but I'm looking at properties in Tennessee right now. Bradenton, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida. Any market, anywhere. Like you can pick any town in the country. Tennessee, and I've been between Tennessee and Florida mostly, just because I know a little bit about those states and I was comfortable with that. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to share though. But with that in mind, if anybody has any questions about what I'm doing right now, please feel free.
Thank you, Alan. That was fabulous. Kind of an in-depth view in the future. If you decide to do that program, I think it's invaluable. And Keith, his experience, and also he became a Silveris member, and he's going to be working with us building his own team. So it's very, very exciting. Oh, and Alan mentioned insurance agents and real estate agents. Yeah, you need a license to do those programs, but you don't need a license to recruit realtors and life insurance agents and have that residual income. I'm just going to take about 5 minutes and wrap it up while I screen share my last item.
I had a question.
Can I just finish this and then we can ask questions afterwards? Is that okay? I'll just go through this pretty quick. All right. One thing that I really think is important in this industry, and that is not to try to sell or convince. We ask people to just go through a 3-step process, and they'll know in their heart if their values match our values, they'll know they'll want to be part of this program. We have this program, Health Perks, that members are saving $500 here, $1,000 there, and we're adding something to this that is just powerful over the next month. It doesn't compete with, it makes it even that much stronger. And the margins that we get, somebody can come here and pay $18 a month for telemedicine with vision and dental. And I negotiated a deal where our company pays $10.30. So we have margins to all our solutions except one are commissionable. And this one is actually not commissionable, but boy, I had a gentleman come on here. He's on the call tonight, John Smith, and he did a breakdown analysis to show that our prices are extremely good, in most cases better than good RX. I already mentioned that we're about solutions, but the really important part is exclusive. Like our insurance VP, Bruce, negotiated a deal that we have exclusive rights to our final expense in our senior solution. That is just over the top powerful. Cami brought in a person that she's known for years to do an analysis of our company. So he studied the website, and you can Google him and see he walks the walk. He's brilliant. And he went through it. He sits on the board of network marketing professionals and works with startups and billion-dollar companies. He analyzed our concept, which is unique. You won't find anybody else doing this. I know, because the real estate program is our original unique idea. And we have people, realtors and mortgage brokers, closing hundreds of deals. It's really exciting. So we have a unique, he said, here's Troy, his words, unique and amazing. Regarding the comp plan, awesome. Perfect for the experienced networker and the person new to networking that just wants a small business. Now in December, how tough can this be? You attend the events, you bring guests to the events, you only sponsor 4 people. Now you don't get paid for sponsoring 4 people, but they buy the business access package to all our solutions. And that's only $157. You'll earn $800. So you can see we're paying more than 100% out in commissions. Our goal is to get the company to 100,000 distributors by July. And we are launching in January, and we have the people to do it. Executive bonuses, there you'll see, if you look at the comp plan, there's different ranks and levels you move up. Well, we're paying you bonuses on top of bonuses for reaching those levels. Let's look at the CEO level for just a moment. And these are not difficult to obtain. In fact, to become the very top, the CEO level, you only need to sponsor 12 people and help 3 of those become president IPOs. But here's the matrix we're releasing on December 31st of this year. And you can only put 3 in your front line. Now, our other part of our comp plan is unilevel. You can go as wide as you want. You go really wide for experienced network marketers that want really huge income. But we're offering both. In this program, you sponsor 3 in your front line. Well, let's say Bill sponsors Mary, but underneath Mary didn't sponsor Steve in her front line. Bill did. That's called spillover. It's spillage. So Mary made money when he bought the business package, and Mary makes money every month when he pays the monthly subscription. So that's the way this works. If you're a realtor, let's say Bill's a realtor, and underneath Bill is Jim, and then Jane. Well, Bill doesn't know who Jane is. Jane was sponsored by somebody above Bill. It fell underneath there. The computer tracks upline for the first licensed realtor in the same state that Jane is in, and bam, Bill gets a new client. Because everybody that comes in, they can either recruit their own realtor to be a Silveris realtor or mortgage broker, or if they don't in 30 days, we provide one for them. And we have a realtor bank where if you're next in queue, you get the next client. This is literally people get hundreds of additional clients. They may not buy or sell tomorrow, but they're in your database. It's all about relationships, and you send them your newsletter. Well, here's the really exciting thing right now. Remember, I mentioned this: the top position is the CEO, IBO. IBO is independent business owner. These top positions in the matrix, when we release it, are going to be people that reach the CEO level. Like the row where Mary, Jim, and Sue. Can you imagine being in one of those positions? Anybody that hears about this opportunity in the next 6 months is going to be just overwhelmed being on the sub basement, not even ground floor. And then the company will choose the person to be at the top that is going to be best for the company. Imagine you're 4 or 5 levels deep, and you have 4 full-time people that have proven that they can do it, and they continue to do it. They're full-time with our company. Imagine all the spillage and all the help that you're going to be getting falling into your organization. Timing is everything. At first, when you get started, you're making 500, 1,000. We have people doing that. It's like, this is kind of a home-based business, and it's working. It's kind of fun. But there's going to be a shift when it's no longer where you're into Silveris, but Silveris gets into you. And you realize that there's really something here, and you want to be in it for the long haul. This is my moment, my opportunity. It's a group of like-minded people that are going somewhere. The company can never implode because too many people came in with the software that we have. It is a strong company, unique digital products. So we don't have to worry about conventional trappings of business like warehousing, shipping, R&D, back orders, all that stuff. I encourage you to do something with it right now. I made a mistake when I joined my first networking opportunity in 1994 because I wasn't ground floor. This company came to the United States in 90. I missed the window. I missed the window to be earning $400,000 to $600,000 a month. I'm not complaining. I did real well with it, but I don't want you to look back because you do know about this right now. In a couple of years, Silveris is going to be a household name. And I don't want people to miss it where they say, you know, I knew about Silveris back in 22, but I didn't do anything about it. And I don't want you to make the same mistake that I made. With that, please stick around so we can introduce the new people. I'm going to stop the recording and
recording stopped.
And take my fast talking hat off. And there was one person that had to leave. That was one of the guests, but let's go. Bo, do you remember which ones? Bo, if you take over and introduce the guests, that'd be great. You're muted, Bo.
Hi there. So yeah, let's see who's still here. Yeah, Jesse B. Are you let's introduce yourself for a second and say where you live and what you do. I'd appreciate it.
Yes, my name is Jessica. I am a nurse case manager. I am Barb Petrilla's cousin, and we're pretty close. We, constantly talk about her work and mine and how they pretty much intertwine. When she told me how Silveris was helping a lot of children and homeless people try to find stable housing, that's what I do. I'm a case manager, and I work with a lot of children that are special needs and have that problem once they hit 21 years old or they age out of the system.
Fantastic. Well, thank you.
Yeah, and a lot of it, and this company is very innovative and vocational. How they find homes and find jobs for people coming out of that too. So, Jessica, we're glad you're here. Thank you.
Dennis Murray, let's bring you back on stage. Dennis, can you unmute yourself? Okay, we're going to go to Joe Grimaldi.
Hello.
Hi, Joe.
I live in Pennsylvania. Barb, I think she's on the call. She's a realtor, yes. And I'm a part-time employee and a full-time pastor somehow. That's
good. Okay. Did I miss anybody that wants to say anything?
I have a question.
Okay, good. Carol Sue.
Yes, I have a question on the real estate section. It's $199, is it?
$195.
$195, and is that monthly or a one-time charge?
One-time charge.
One-time charge?
commissionable. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
I'm in. You know, well, because we do this already, we could probably teach a course. Actually, we were going to teach a course and a year course for $5,000 in 2008, 2009 hit, and there you go. But this is very exciting, so I want to understand exactly how it works, and I won't take up your time. But that was my main question. My other question is about the spillage. So, as you all know, Jack Bosma signed me up, and he looks like he's doing pretty well on the leaderboard. Does that mean I should be getting some spillage?
Oh, no. See, the unilevel, which is what we've released already, is you go wide, but it's not a forced matrix. You'll get spillage in the forced matrix because as opposed to, or in contrast to being able to go wide, you can only put 3 people in your front line. The other people, your 4th person falls underneath somebody. That matrix we're releasing on December 31st of this year.
And then will his stuff start spilling into mine?
Absolutely.
Okay, because that's what he promised. Now, the other thing is because I signed up for Now Site. I didn't know what it was. And I asked him and it wasn't clear. So I ended up going to a Now Site workshop like last week and found out what it was even. I didn't even know what I had signed up for. and so now you're saying it's only good for the first month.
No.
That month is already long gone. So I want to take advantage of that now.
Right. Okay. So we have a program that if you decide you do not want to sell, Silver's memberships or business packages, that you can pay, and it'll be far less than to be about half of what he charges on his website. So you can even without building an organization, you can still use the Now Site.
Well, yeah, I want to use the Now Site, and I will use it to promote Silveris, but also the real estate thing, because and we can show you how by the time we bring a property to you, it's like it's already had a preliminary report done.
Excellent.
We already know what the liens are, how they got there, and I'm wondering, do they even do life estates for some people? Is that one option? You get them really old and sick, and a life estate is perfect.
Yeah, you'll have to get involved in this program, Carol. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go
I will, because this is what we've been doing since 2004.
Right.
Yeah,
I love it.
Okay, anybody else out there have anything
I
to say?
have way more questions.
Okay.
Who is a person that I can schedule a talk with?
Yeah, I think last Thursday when you were on, you had great interaction. I remember, and I text you afterwards with our VP of Human Systems. Dusty speaks Thursday night. Dusty is fabulous for what he does, and I'd love for you to join us again Thursday. But I think I gave you my phone number, because we've been texting a little bit.
I don't bother people that I don't know.
No, bother me.
It gets bothered, so I'm not used to
Joe, reach out to me. We can spend as long as you want together tomorrow, and I'll answer all your questions, and I'm totally acceptable.
I mean, what you're saying makes a lot of sense. I just don't know how it fits with my life and how.
Yeah. Mark will explain it to you, and you'll want to sign up, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do I fit this into what I do, if that makes sense? Those are my.
I have time. Text me tomorrow, Joe. We'll spend some time together.
Here's a clue, Joe. You have a congregation.
Yeah, but there's a very one thing that got Jesus mad was people selling stuff in church. I mean, he got really mad about it.
That was a synagogue.
Okay.
And but you're not selling. When you're successful, they're going to want to follow what you're doing.
Right.
I have a system. Listen, I have a system in implementing this nonprofit program, and the Oregon Christian Coalition, 16,500 people entered into this program with Silveris. So let's just you and I talk tomorrow and leave it at that for now. But I look forward to it.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're breaking up, but thank you, Joe. Let's talk tomorrow.
Let's Sherlock, do you have anything you want to add? Sherlock?
Oh, Sherlock.
Hi, Bo.
Hi. You were with us this morning with Cammie's program, and you and I talked quite a bit last night. Is there anything that you've seen, or you're one of our newest members? I think, in fact, you are our newest member, you and Tony.
Yeah, well, what I want to say is I'm excited about being associated with the quality of the thinking and the delightful newness of solutions. There's something philosophically sweet and doable. I feel I found home here. There's something that I feel I've pitched my tent in here to actually make it happen. In that conversation today with Cammie, the woman who did the nonprofit thing, it was just so great. I can't wait to get back and study it. And my feeling, just to let Mark know, Mark, I've been trying to reach you, but your phone is perpetually busy, just so you know. I'm treating this now in my 69th year as a baby boomer. I see this as my ticket forward, and I'm delighted to get to know you, Bo, and your accessibility and your 10-10-10 thing. I just want to find a way to actually determine what I'm going after and be more procedural, because you can't do everything at once. So but I feel something in the pit of my stomach that this seems to be quite doable, and I'm going to make it happen.
Let me give you a little background about Sherlock. He moved here as a young man from Jamaica, and ended up going to college at Harvard and was a 4-point student. Has done a lot in his life, and he sees this as really the next beacon in his life. And I'm so proud. And Mark, you'll get a kick out of this. We had a talk yesterday about he was at a house where they played chess, and he wanted to play chess, but he really didn't know how. So he went out and studied chess and got the books from all the grand masters, and now is a heck of a chess player. But I told him last night, I said, Sherlock, you've got to call up Mark and you've got to get a game with him online.
Hey, let me jump in here because
me too.
Yeah, well, I play chess a lot during the day, and Bo, the reason, Sherlock, I didn't know you. I put people in my phone so I know it's them calling. I apologize. My phone. I would have. Bo, would you please send me Sherlock's phone number? I'll put his name with the phone number in my phone, and Sherlock, I'll be sure and pick up immediately when you call. Okay.
And I want to play chess with both of you.
I do it on chess.com. We'll share our information, and this will be a blast.
Chess.com?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tony, you want to say something?
It's free to join.
I am Tony Wilson. I'm from Jamaica as well. Sherlock has been a good friend of mine for about 30-something years. And when I heard about Solveris, Jane Greenwood introduced it to me. I saw Sherlock's name written all over it, because Sherlock is one of those rare people with heart and mind. And I think that's what Solveris is. It's a program that combines heart and mind. And it offers solution in many facets of life. So that's what attracted that to me. I'm actually in the home remodeling business. I'm a contractor, and I've been in this industry for the last, I would say, 10 years. Prior to that, I was a financial advisor, stockbroker. But I see something here, and I'm really excited. I just signed up 2 days ago, and I'm in a learning mode right now, because there's so many variables with this company that I just want to really learn all about it, get on the training, and make a difference. So thank you for the opportunity, Mark.
You're welcome. And one thing I think we'll talk about next Saturday, next Thursday's meeting, we always kind of recruit to the next meeting. This Thursday, we have Dusty Staub speaking, and that's a don't miss class. You want to see that. But Saturday, we've got a program we're taking out that's kind of cool. It's going to help those of you that want to go full-time in Solveris and to get yourself up to where you're making pretty quickly $2,000 a month. So we'll bring that program forward probably Saturday, Mark.
Yeah, and since you mentioned it, I'll just tell everybody here real quick. We're setting up a draw system so people can go full time, where we advance money to you against future commissions. We're doing whatever it takes to get to 100,000 people, and it's really exciting. So we'll go into the details of the program. The Draw Advance program, financial assistance program, is called I'm All In. So if you want to be I'm all in, we will advance draws for you to be able to do this business. It's we're capitalized. We want to help people. We want to get but our goal is to get 1,000 millionaires. And I'm just going to give you the numbers real quick. If we can get you 5,000 a month of residual income, you're basically it's like having $1 million in the bank. You get $1 million in the bank. You had an annuity paying 6%. That's 60,000 a year. Divided by 12, that's 5,000 a month. Let's create some millionaires and make money while we're making a difference. That's Cammy's line, and I love it.
Well, and it's like we talked to when I was talking to Sherwood last night, or Sherlock last night. It's all about how many people we help. The more people we help, the more money we're going to make, and that's really what it's all about.
All right, everybody was fabulous tonight. I'm going to close it reminding you that Thursday at the same time, same station, you've got to see Dusty. It's absolutely amazing. Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Pacific, we're going to drill down on the I'm All In.
1 p.m. Eastern, not Pacific.
Pardon me, thank you. But anyway, Thursday night. Let's join us Thursday night. And a week from tonight, we're going to get Keith, the program 30 Challenge, get him on to talk a little bit. So you're going to be meeting some great people, everybody. That's it. That was
Next
fun.
three meetings are fantastic.
Very fun meeting, you guys. Bye-bye.
See you later. Thank you.